Hello everyone, today I'm back for another Minecraft statue tutorial. Today we are returning to the historical persons playlist. We're going to be building John Adams, who is the second president of the United States. Someone was mentioning this in a comment the other day, and I figured I may as well return to it, make a few of these statues. If you guys want to see like any kings or queens or monarchs, historical figures, it doesn't even have to be kings or queens. It can just be like historical figures like Albert Einstein or stuff like that. If you guys want to see character people like that, I mean, feel free to leave them in the comments, and yeah, I'll be happy to look at them. But until then, yeah, I guess we can go ahead and just keep making the presidents. 47 of them, of course. So, well, 45 technically, because Grover Cleveland and Donald Trump have served more than once, but they're the same person, obviously. So, anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So, to build John Adams, you're going to need black concrete, block of gold, white concrete, smooth sandstone, strip birch wood, brown mushroom block, brown terracotta, spruce button, white wool, white terracotta, light gray terracotta, gray wool, light gray wool, strip spruce wood. I stuttered a lot there for some reason. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this started. So, the first row, we're going to do a row of 8 with your black concrete. I already did it, so let's move on. The next row, we're going to do 1 black concrete, 2 blocks of gold, 2 black concrete, 2 blocks of gold, 1 black concrete. Next 3 rows are entirely white concrete. This is his like knee-high socks. Next row, entirely smooth sandstone. Next row, we're going to do a birch wood on the ends of the row, and then sandstone, smooth sandstone everywhere else. Next row, 2 birch woods, 4 smooth sandstones, 2 birch woods. Next row, 2 birch woods, 1 brown mushroom block, 2 sandstones, 1 brown mushroom block, 2 sandstones, or 2 birch woods, sorry. And that is actually the entirety of the legs. John Adams was one of the shortest presidents. He wasn't the shortest. James Madison was the shortest, so I'll probably make him even shorter than him. But John Adams was one of the shorter U.S. presidents that we ever had. So, moving on to the torso. Trying to think of a good way to do this. So, I think the easiest way for us to do this is on this side. We're going to go up by 12 with the birch wood. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Go up here too. Here as well. And here. And then the middle section, we're going to fill the top 2 rows with white concrete. And then just bring these down 1, 2, 1, 2 with white concrete. And then we're going to fill this entire section in with brown mushroom blocks. Just like that. This row that we have the mushroom blocks on is going to be the row that the hands go onto. We don't need the block of gold anymore, so you can get rid of that. We won't need the white concrete for a minute, so just get the hand materials out. We're going to place two light gray terracottas here, and then 2 whites. Same thing over here. So that gives us a blueprint of where everything's going to go. So, back to the torso. So to make the torso look good, let's start by giving him the kind of ruffle thing he's got on his, I don't know what those are called, the kind of just the fabric piece, but, well, anyways, we're going to place a white wool here, and here. Then we're going to place 2 going up right here, and then 1 here. So there we go. This side is pretty simple. We're just going to take out our smooth or our stripped birch wood, and we're going to place two just temporary blocks right here, and we're going to take this all the way up, making it 3D. Break those temporary blocks. So that's that side. Pretty simple. This side, however, we're going to do a little different. We're going to get out our brown terracotta, and we're going to place the brown terracotta here, then here, 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 and that's it. And on each of these 4 blocks, we're going to place a spruce button. And then we're just going to extend the rest of the coat. So yeah, I experimented with a lot of browns on this tutorial, and I think it came out pretty good. This tutorial, this statue. Yeah, there we go, that's the word. I experimented with a lot of browns, because he wore a lot of brown. And then with our spruce buttons, we're just going to put spruce buttons all on this row right here. Not on the white concrete, of course, but all on the brown. And that will give you the front of the torso finished. Moving on to the arms, they're pretty simple. We're going to do an additional row of white terracotta. Then we are going to, I don't think we need the spruce buttons anymore, so we can get rid of them. We're going to do a row of white concrete. And then we're going to make the rest of the arm entirely birch wood. And then with our white wool, we're going to place a white wool here and here. That's kind of the ruffles around the hand. And then the other arm's the exact same. So I figured I may as well give some facts about these people while I do these videos. These aren't, I haven't looked these up, I'm just literally spitballing these. So John Adams was one of our shortest presidents. He was the founding father, for those of you who didn't know. Oh, and one thing, we're going to place 2 birch woods just right here. Go ahead and do the same thing over here. But yeah, he was a founding father, and he actually defended the British soldiers in court that caused the Boston Massacre. So, oh, I forgot to do the white wool on this side. So there we go. That is the front of John Adams done. So moving to the side, we're going to bring the side back by 3 at the black concrete. Then we're going to do 3 rows of white concrete. We're going to do a row of smooth sandstone, and then we're going to make the rest birch wood, which is just 3 rows. So, and then we're going to make the bottom of the hand white terracotta, then white terracotta here, 3 rows of white concrete, and then just the rest of the arm is stripped birch wood, and the other side is the exact same. Oh, and where to place the white wools, we're going to place one on the corner here, and then one here. So, yeah, he was, he signed the Declaration of Independence. It was George Washington's vice president. Back then, whoever the runner-up was in the presidency would get vice president, which obviously was not a very good idea. Thomas Jefferson changed that to be the way it is now with the, I think that's the 12th Amendment. I'm pretty well-versed in my U.S. history, if you couldn't tell. That was always my favorite subject in school. But yeah, he was George Washington's vice president. Even though Washington wanted him to be his vice president, there was no contest in who was going to win there. Washington unanimously won that, or both of his elections. He would have won a third one, too, if he was asked to do it. So, that's why I admire George Washington a lot, just because he stepped down even when he knew he could keep going. So, I admire George Washington a lot because of that. The back of the statue is pretty simple. we're just going to fill in the back of the shoes with black concrete. Fill in these 3 rows with white concrete here. Oh, then we're going to do a row of smooth sandstone, and then the rest is entirely birch wood. But yeah, John Adams became president in 1796, and he served until 1800. John Adams was the first president to live in the White House. George Washington, although he did not live in it, George Washington oversaw construction on it, and he helped lay the first foundations of it. Where he saw the corner brick be laid, but he never lived in it. John Adams was the first president to live in it, and back then the White House was much different than it is now. Washington, D.C. was a swamp. The reason there's many reasons they chose it. Washington, D.C. is the capital, but I mean, that's another video. But yeah, he was the first president to live in the White House, and him and his wife hated it because it was a big building, and I mean, there was just a bunch of empty rooms, and it's not the White House that we know today. So, and for the white wools back here, we're just going to place a white wool here and here. Same thing over here. And then for the collar back here, we're going to place a temporary block here and a temporary block here, and then 6 just right here. And then we're just going to, with our birch wood, place them all in here. And there we go. That is the collar back there. So now moving on to the head. So for the head, we're going to take out our white terracottas, and we're just going to extend this forward by 2. Going to connect that together. So for this first row, we're going to do 2 light gray terracottas in the middle here. Surround that with white terracotta. Let's kind of start over here with materials just so we can get a good idea. So we need white terracotta, need light gray, need white wool, gray wool, strip spruce wood, light gray wool, and black concrete. For the next row, we're going to do 1 white terracotta, 1 white wool, 1 gray wool, 2 white terracottas, 1 gray wool, 1 white wool, 1 white terracotta. Next row, 1 white terracotta, 2 stripped spruce woods, 2 white terracottas, 2 stripped spruce woods, 1 white terracotta. And then the next 3 rows are entirely white terracotta. John Adams actually wore wigs. Washington, some of you may not know this, George Washington actually never wore a wig. He powdered his hair. So, yeah, here's the front of him. So, moving on to the sides, it's really hard to explain what his hairstyle is. It's an older hairstyle, obviously, that we don't use today. So I'll try my best to do this. So we have these 3 white terracottas here. We're going to take these back an additional 1, 2, 3. And then with our white wool, we're just going to place 2 white wools overhanging here. We're then, on top of these, we're going to place 2 light gray wools, 2 white wools here, and then 3 white terracottas. I'm going to move those closer together. Next row, I'm going to do 3 light gray wools, 2 white wools, 2 white terracottas. Next row, 4 light gray wools, 3 whites. Next row, same thing. Next row, we're going to do 7 light gray wools. Next row, we're going to do 6 light gray wools and then 1 white terracotta. And then the next row, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 light gray wools and then 2 white terracottas right here. So with our white wools, we are going to, on this row right here, we're going to place 2 white wools and then go up by 2. We're then going to place a light gray wool on top of them. And then go ahead and just take that all the way over. Above this, we are going to do, we're just going to fill all this right here except this block. And then right here, we're going to do 1, 2, and 3. Down here, we're pretty much just going to fill all these light gray wools in, or bring them out an additional row. And then we're going to do 1 light gray wool here, on top of it by 2, 1, 2. Place 2 to the left, and then do a 2 by 2 square here, and then 1 here, and 1 here. The other side is the exact same. So let's go ahead and do that. So yeah, pretty simple for the most part. I mean, it may be a little complicated, the hair, but I think it's pretty simple. And then just like this. By the way, I actually really like grinding out platinum trophies. Would you guys like to see platinum videos? I mean, that's up to you guys, but I mean, it'd be a lot of editing, so they would take forever to pump out, but yeah, we'll see if you guys want them. Before we do the back, I want to do the top of the head. So for the top of the head, here onward is white terracotta, so let's go ahead and just put white terracotta here. And we'll just fill this in. Right here, we're going to do 2 light gray wools coming inward. And then just go ahead and fill these in. This row is actually technically the exact same thing, but we're going to bring this one upward. And then go ahead and fill this into its white terracotta. And then the final row, we're just going to place 2 white terracottas in the middle, and then light gray wool coming inward towards it. And we're just going to bring this one up and this one. And then right here, we're going to place these like L shapes, just like this. And that is the top of the head done. And finally, moving on to the back of the head. What we're going to do for starters is connect the white wools together. And then we're going to bring the white terracottas down an additional row. And then we're going to fill all this in with light gray wool. Just like that. And then we're going to place 4 light gray wools just right here. And then we're going to place a 2 by 2 square of black concrete here. You'll see what this is in a minute. Go ahead and just surround this. Coming out from the first row, we're going to place 2 light gray wools coming outward. And then same thing right here and right here. And then we're going to place 1 additional light gray wool here and here. And that is like the back of the hair. And then we're going to bring these black concretes out an additional row. And then with our light gray wool, we're going to do the same thing. And then we're going to bring these bottom blocks forward by 1. And then we're going to do a 2x2 cube, just like this. And then from each corner, from this one, we're going to place one hanging down, and this one hanging down. So just like this. Let me get rid of these, and then I will show it again. So yeah, just like this. And yeah, once you've done that, you have officially finished your John Adams statue. So, by the way, I'm actually closely related to this guy. So, he was one of my distant ancestors' cousins. So, yeah, I'm pretty closely related to him. But anyways, yeah, that is John Adams, you guys. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, hopefully this is something you guys want to see in the future. And yeah, here's him and Washington standing next to each other. So. But yeah, guys, thank you guys all so much for watching. And yeah, I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye-bye.